Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi everyone. Well, this is my last video that I'm making before I leave on the 7-week tour. And so I'm starting in Seattle on Monday and making my way all the way down to San Diego and then all the way back up. So I want to make a quick video on something that I've noticed this week from 3 different clients. And what it is these are all 3 new clients that started just in January. And the common thing that they're challenged with right now is impatience. They have started to implement the tools, right? So they've identified their 3 niche markets. They know how to answer their 3 questions, right? What do I do? Why does it matter? And who cares? And now they're out connecting with people and they can't figure out why they're not getting business right away. Now, these 3 people are all seasoned professionals. I'm not saying someone new in business. These are people that have been in the business for 20 years and probably 20 plus years. And they've decided at this point in their career, they need to go out and build more business. It's time, you know, they can see their probably retirement in the future, probably 10, 15 years out, and they want to retire with something of value. And so this week I had them going out to events, connecting with professionals over coffee, and the responses I got back, well, you know, geez, I didn't get anything. And there's a frustration that they're having because after years, and in one case, decades of not doing anything, now that they're doing something, they expect things to happen right away. And it's kind of like you plant a garden and you dig up the carrots the next morning to see if they're growing. That's fucking insane. And so what I've been saying to them is you were patient enough to allow yourself to do nothing and get no results. And now that you're actually doing something, you're frustrated that it's not happening fast enough. It takes an average of 90 days to establish a niche market, and you start to see a foothold, you start to see movement. By 6 months, you will start to reap what you sow. But in that first 90 days, it's thankless, it's loveless, you aren't sure if you're doing things right. I mean, I'm in month 2 of these videos, and I'm figuring out things every day. The first 4 were nails. They were terrible to do. You thought they're bad to watch? Try doing them. All 3 of these people who on Monday and Tuesday texted me going, I went to this networking event and it was all losers and I didn't get anything. Or I had this coffee meeting with a person and I don't think there's anything coming out of it. In all 3 cases by today, which is Friday when I'm filming this, all 3 have had opportunities come out. One got 4 prospects the following morning from his networking event. One started to reach out to potential champions being educated referral sources, and looks like a good partnership where they have clients for each other. The third one, who had been struggling the last 2 weeks, right? You really have to have faith when you're building business because you're not going to get immediate returns. Just this morning she called and said, I have 4 prospect meetings booked over the next month that came out of a coffee meeting she had Monday morning, which I'll remind you was 4 days ago. All 3 people who may have had 2 or 3 meetings a month, maybe a little bit more, but probably no more than 4 or 5 a month, are now having between 10 and 20 meetings a week. And it's busy and they're stressed out and they're like, wow, this is hard work. But there are occasions where I see a smile on their face because they're back in the hunt. When you're past being scared to talk to people and you start to amp up the number of people you're talking to, an amazing thing happens. You start to get work. It's not fucking magic. You have to actually do the work. If you want things to grow out of your garden, you have to actually plant seeds, you have to water it, you have to eat it, and you have to watch it. But you certainly don't dig it up every day to see if anything's happening. You have to have the faith that you're doing things properly, and in some cases for the first time. And when you do it properly and then you manage it and maintain it, it has to almost be an act of God for things not to grow. As a reminder to everyone, and even myself, a lot of the prospects I'm going to meet are going to be terrible. They're not going to fit because they're not going to have means or need. And I'm totally willing to accept that. 3 to 5% of the people that I prospect become great clients. So that means that I strike out 95 to 97% of the time, and I'm fucking great at this. And so I totally accept those numbers and I'm willing just to do the work. You have to, first of all, believe that the process you're following is proper, and then you have to get to work and keep working it. We know what happens when you don't do anything. Now that you're doing something, are the chances more or less likely that you're going to get business by people knowing you exist? You hiding in your office or your home or wherever, you have zero chance of getting clients. But when you let the market know that you're open for business, an amazing thing happens. You get business. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up, smash that ringer so that you know when I'm putting these out. If you're not overcoming it, I want to know about it, right? Where are you getting stuck? A lot of this is a mind game. Gladiators eat first, so go out and get them. Thanks for watching.